Hello.
You're live. You are live. Hi.
Well, hello, everyone. I know, huh? Let's see if yours is on. Yes. Hi, everyone. Yes, this is Sandra. I'm the host of the I Shall Bloom Show. Yes, a show where we interview stellar individuals whose work and legacy has profoundly impacted our communities for the better. Today, I have a special guest. She is here from the owner and CEO and all that from S.L.E.W, and that is a support lending for emotional well-being. Her name is Miss Olga, and she's gonna talk to you about the cancer. We used to say the C word. We used to scared to mention that word, but we know everybody has been impacted by cancer. You know, October is dedicated in Cancer Awareness Month. So we are going to have a special guest on that has, that's doing great things for the community to help women or men who experience this. So without further ado, I am going to introduce you to Miss Olga.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
Woo! Yes,
So,
yes.
Sandra, thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of your program today.
Thank you.
As you said, I am Olga Young, founder, executive director of S.L.E.W Cancer Wellness Center. And to just give you a little bit of information about S.L.E.W for your audience,
Yes.
S.L.E.W is a wellness center for women with cancer who are uninsured and underinsured. So all of our services are free. We offer the wigs, the bras, the prosthesis,
Yes.
mental health counseling, lymphatic drainage therapy, massage therapy, just
Yes.
anything a woman might need as she's going through her process but can't afford to pay for them. We step in and fill the gap to make sure that she's not alone. We hold her hand, we get her through the process
Yes.
so that she's back into society as a whole individual again.
Wow. Awesome. So, what made you? Uh oh. Hi, I hope everybody heard me, or if I turned it off, I think I was on, huh?
I think so.
Okay, well, I'm back again. If you didn't hear me, it's Sandra, the host of the I Shall Bloom show. I shall bloom, you shall bloom, we shall bloom. And I have Miss Olga Young here, CEO, director of S.L.E.W. And I'm going to ask her a few questions. What made you start this great company, this great business, this great, just loving connection?
Okay.
You know?
So, well, 20 years ago, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. At the time, I was working in corporate America. I was a sales manager for Southwestern Bell and had been there for 19 years, getting ready to retire, thinking about sailing off into the sunset and living
All that.
a retired life.
Yeah.
But then I was diagnosed with breast cancer. Through that process, well, I had being in a Fortune 100 company, had all the amenities and things that I needed to get me through the process and didn't have to worry about it.
Yes.
But through that journey, I met many, many women that didn't have wasn't afforded the same opportunities. And it just troubled my heart so much that I decided to do something about it.
Yes.
So I quit my job and
Oh,
decided
wow.
to just go full out and found an agency to help those women that I was meeting. At the time, I was thinking, well, if I could just help 100 women in San Antonio,
That is
that would
awesome.
be an awesome thing.
Yes,
But
a hundred
mhm.
women. That's
But now we've helped over 8,000 women in
oh,
San Antonio, and we provide over 10,000 services per year to uninsured, underinsured, and low income women that can't afford to pay for the services that we offer.
yes, that is just phenomenal. And when you think of the money side, we hear cancer, it's a scary all in itself. But you think about not having the insurance, the
Mhm.
money to even get the medicines
Yes.
that you need, and it's so unfortunate that the medicines are so expensive. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So just for you starting a company like this that's helping the uninsured, the underinsured, it's just such a great thing. I'm so glad that I was able. God told me to give you a call yesterday. I had your flyer for a couple of months. So, being that this month is cancer awareness. So, what has been your any downfalls or your biggest regrets or any? I mean, I know.
Well, of course, starting an agency from scratch
Yes. Yes.
and not even having a medical background,
Yes.
you run into a lot of obstacles.
Yes.
Obstacles.
Yes.
You run into a lot of people that doubt whether you can do it or not. But I'm
Oh,
here
yeah.
to tell you, if God has sent you on a mission,
Listen to this.
obey the mission,
Obey the
and
mission.
He will make a way out of no way.
Oh, that's the word.
So that's what I did. I did a lot of praying before I decided to quit my job
Yes.
because I wanted to make sure this was the word from God that I was hearing.
Oh, I love
And
that.
once I did that, I mean, doors just opened. Once I said yes
To God.
to
To the
God
mission.
and to the mission,
Mm-hmm.
doors were open. So we started the agency as an all volunteer agency
Right.
because I was not planning on doing this. So I did not have any money set aside to do this.
Pay people.
And right, to even have a building or to pay anyone.
Yes.
And so we we started as just an all volunteer agency, and person by person, God just kept leading me to the people that was going to say, yes, I'll work as a volunteer.
Yes.
And I kept
Oh, that's
hearing
awesome.
in my head when I approached someone, ask her, just ask.
Uh-huh.
And every time I did that and I heard that voice,
Yes.
they said yes. So we got a counselor that came in for no charge.
Right.
We got a massage therapist that came in for no charge.
Yeah.
We got a lymphatic drainage therapist that
Mm-hmm.
came in at no charge. We got someone who said, "I'll donate all of your computers to you for no charge."
Wow.
We got a person at the time, not Ingram Park. Windsor Park Mall
Yes.
was going under, and I was guided to them, and they said we'll give you 2 years free rent at
Wow.
no charge.
See how
So
God works when
it,
you follow His direction, and
mhm,
because He brings the people to you.
yes,
He orders our steps, and
yes,
if we follow the order, then it's just gonna be okay. It's
hmm
gonna be okay. You go through it.
yes. So person after person, everyone just kept saying yes, that they would do it
Yes.
because they understood the mission.
Yes.
They knew that this was a calling from God.
Yes.
And so they were able to jump on board and say, yes, I want to be a part of it. So we worked as an all volunteer agency for 2 years
Yes.
while we proved in the concept that this was something that was really needed in the San Antonio community. And then once that concept was proven and we were getting women from all across the city saying, yes, I need your help,
Yes.
then the
The eye was on you.
yeah, and the funding began to come in
Yes.
because the concept was there and the women were there, and we were showing that this was something that was actually needed in the community. And so then the funding started, and that was 20 years ago.
20
So
years ago.
this
So,
year we celebrate our 20th anniversary.
oh, congratulations.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
So many women are under the darkness, are hidden away, and so this company actually took the covers off of the hidden women that were suffering alone, in cancer. And that's, I mean, can you just think of someone not knowing where they're going to get the treatments from, or I mean, how do I eat now? What do I do?
Do I choose between getting the medication that I need,
Hmm.
going through chemo, going through the radiation, or do I feed my family? Do I eat?
And
Do
that's
I?
real.
And it is real.
Yes.
And so that's the dilemma that many women in San Antonio face when
Yeah.
they're going through this. They're barely making it to start off with.
Yes.
And then they get this devastating diagnosis. And then now what? Where do I go? Who do I turn to? How do I find the resources that are out there? And so that's where we step in and we guide them to all of the services. If we don't provide the service, then we guide them to the services
Yeah.
that they need.
So, once they've had the treatment and they are healed of the treatment, then you have the personal grooming service. Because then what happened, I mean, it's a difference. Now you had, maybe two breasts before,
Mhm.
not, what I mean, and
Mhm.
now you have
Sure.
one, or
Mhm.
you have not, so that is psychological too,
Mhm.
because women, we are all feminine, and we, and it's not all about that, but we were taught that this makes us feminine or that makes us feminine. You know what I mean? So to have a part of you gone now, you've had maybe 30 years, for 40 years of your life, and now this is like a new birth. How do you speak to women about that question, or how to,
So
because that's psychological.
yes, many women walk into our agency trying to cover themselves, putting sweaters over their shoulders because the breast isn't there anymore and they're lopsided, and they're feeling ashamed and embarrassed about the way that they look, or how people are perceiving them now. And so they come to us with socks, with feathers. We've seen it all, with all kinds of things that they've stuck in there to try to make themselves look normal, but those things aren't weighted properly to really work. And so when they walk out of our doors, they walk out with a prosthesis that is fitted for them, and a breast mastectomy bra that is fitted for them with our prosthetics, our certified prosthetics fitter. So they walk in feeling ashamed of their bodies. They walk out smiling and laughing, and just so excited that now people won't look at me wondering, why does she look like that? Or even with the wig, that why people pointing and saying, why is she bald, and then they come in to us, and we fit them for a wig that looks exactly like what their hair looked like before, or something completely different that they wanted to try out.
Anyway,
Yeah,
so
they
now
may
it's
have
that
been
time.
blonde all their life, and now they're red. They want to be a redhead, or and so so they have a big kick out of deciding what the new you is going to look like, from the breast prosthesis to the wigs to any of the other things that we offer. So they may walk in feeling defeated and downtrodden, but they walk out with a sense of, I fit in again now, and no one's looking at me in any kind of way that makes me feel like I'm different from everyone else.
Because that can be psychological, mental,
Mhm.
where they feel like, okay, I'm not 100% woman anymore.
Mhm.
All the things
Mhm.
that the devil put in your mind,
Yeah.
anyways, we fight anyways.
Yes.
But with that also,
Mhm.
so it's the self empowerment that this company helps out with as well, and also they have a group. They have a group day that everybody gets together. Explain the group
Mhm.
day.
So group day, we hold it once a month. Right now, it's the third Wednesday of every month that we hold group, and you that's when the ladies come in, and uh, it's a 4 hour segmented program. So it's a long day for them, but it goes by really quickly because there's a lot going on during that time. During the first hour, we have uh, a guest speaker come in, and the guest speaker could be anyone in the community that is wanting to deal with women's issues. So it could be a doctor from the hospital, or a nurse, or it could be someone from a bank talking about identity theft, or anything. So it can be any range of things. It could be someone from CPS talking about how to save on your electricity bill. So in that's the first hour. Then in the second hour, the San Antonio Food Bank comes in, and they have partnered with us all 20 years of our existence.
Shout out to all the
Yes,
people,
to the
sponsors that's helped out
yes.
too.
So
What
the
a
food
blessing.
bank comes in, and they talk about nutrition and how to keep yourself healthy. And they do a food demonstration each time where they cook something that's really healthy, and then they and they pass it out so that you can taste it. and then they bring the recipe for that so that you can take it home and put it in your own binders of all the different recipes that they suggest. And then we feed them lunch after that.
Yeah.
And then we have a session with our psychotherapist who will talk about anything that may be troubling anyone. So that's a full day that happens during group day. It's a day for the women to bond, to get to know each other,
Not
to
alone.
to hear each other's stories, to let yes, exactly, to let them know that they are not alone, that these are all your sisters and we all have something in common.
We all
So,
have something in common. And so it takes, I'm sad to say that sometimes tragedy to make you realize, see, cancer doesn't say I'm only going to attack you. I'm only going to attack that race. Cancer doesn't matter, doesn't care. So, but it brings us all together. And it's sad that tragedies bring us all together to make us realize that we are all one and we need to love each other. Right.
exactly.
So it's okay to have strength in your culture. Yes, we need to give in power to each other, but to remember that we all are made from love and we should all give each other love.
And we will all help each other bloom.
Yeah, yes. And also bloom. That's it. Because if I bloom, you bloom.
We all
Bloom.
bloom.
Yes. So I'm just looking at all the dietitian and the lymphatic draining therapy. And so I'm a nurse. So even, I mean, that's empowering right there to have someone to, because fluids, it's called edema. So you swell after any major surgery. And so in that area, um, if it's not filtered out or massaged out, it can, swelling hurts, painful.
Yes.
So it's awesome that they have this lymphatic draining therapy to help with to minimize any pain
Mhm.
that is going to be, with the cancer surgery, mastectomy, double mastectomy.
And we are the only agency in the city that provides that service at no charge to the public. So,
Say that again.
yeah, so
Say that
all of
again.
our services are free, and that is a very specialized service
Yeah.
that there are only a few handful of lymphatic drainage specialists in the city, and we happen to have one of them in our agency, and we are the only one that provides that service at no charge. Lymphedema causes the swelling. I don't know if you've ever seen people walking around with the big swollen arm and the compression garment on their arm.
Yes.
That's lymphedema. That's where the swelling has occurred,
Mm.
and it's hot and it's heavy and it's painful.
And
And
painful.
so if it's not taken care of, it
Drink.
can cause many, many trips to the emergency room for pain and discomfort. So we eliminate those trips by taking care of that and showing you how to self manage it at home.
Okay, so I was just looking at your vision and mission statement. Would you like to kind of see, like, I know that came from God. So explain your mission,
So
vision.
our mission is to provide services to uninsured, underinsured, and low income
Mm.
women in San Antonio and make sure that they do not fall through the cracks of the public health system.
Yes.
And so that's what we have been doing for the past 20 years,
Yes.
um,
20 years. They
making
celebrate.
sure that women are taken care of as they go through their time of need and crisis, and making sure that are in a stable environment, that they know that they're not alone, and they know that they can have the services that they need, or someone that can help them find the services that they need.
Okay, so how would someone get in contact with you if they're watching right now, which, they may be,
Mhm.
and once we're live, but I'm gonna also, share the videos all over. So how would someone reach you, Miss Olga Young?
So our website is www.slewwellness.org. And you can also find us on Facebook at slewwellness.org. And our telephone number is 210 823 50. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm giving you my personal phone
Oh
number.
yeah, 'cause you guys can call her. I'm looking at the
Our office phone number is 210 654 7900. It's 210-654-7900.
And for the
And
SLU, for the is it acronyms? Are they going to spell it?
yes,
S dot.
SLEW.
Mm-hmm.
And that stands for Support Lending for Emotional Well-Being. So,
Yes, and that's remember that it's all free at no cost. So if you're anyone out there who may be suffering alone, or you can take away that um, they'll take away that fear. They can help you. So reach out to SLU. That's SLU Inc. That's Cancer Wellness Center. The phone number there again, it's 210-654-7900. So I want to say thank you again for tuning in to the I Shall Bloom show. And also, if you want to reach us, I can be reached at ishallbloom.com, and also on YouTube. You can type in I Shall Bloom in the search bar. I need you to subscribe, um, give us a like, and ring the bell because you never want to miss an episode of the show, and keep up to date. And again, as we end this show for now, I will say the slogan is I shall bloom, you shall bloom.
we shall bloom.
Bye now.